watching Star Trek: The Motion Picture, the director's cut, directed by Robert Weiss, and the music, Jerry Goldsmith. He did it too.
Jerry. I have never seen the original Star Trek, the motion picture.
So you know anything about the original Star Trek?
There's a guy named Spock in it, and he holds his hands like that.
That's it. You don't know anything about the Enterprise, Captain James T. Kirk, Uhura.
There's
we got Scotty.
something on the wing. Something.
So you watched Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Is that what you're saying? That's all you know about Star Trek. All right. So you never seen an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation, Jean-Luc Picard.
No.
Man.
Sorry.
So
I'm just a loser.
But you watched
I know of it. I know of the culture, and I know how deep it goes.
But you watched the Chris Pine Captain Kirk.
The Chris Pine one, so I guess I can
the
have a little bit
2009
of...
Star Trek. This movie is called, actually it was dubbed a couple nicknames, Star Trek: The Motion Sickness. The other name was Star Trek: The Motionless Picture. And then the last one was Star Trek: The Slow Motion Picture. Do you know why?
What? No.
They called it that because this movie does run slow a little bit, but we'll talk.
Yeah. We'll just keep talking throughout. And we're excited because what's special about this director's cut?
They have a lot of new scenes. They have cleaned up all the audio and all the video, so it's 4K resolution. I've never seen it so crisp and clear. This is supposed to be the crispest and clearest that I will ever see this movie.
Crispy like potato chip.
Exactly. I'll probably be pointing out what's new and what's not as we watch.
Cool. Well, if you're ready to begin, I'm ready to begin Star Trek: The Motion Picture, the Director's Edition.
This film takes place in 2273.
That seems a plausible amount of time to have space travel.
Yes, I think so. This movie's all about the music. And they have a lot of shots in this where it's just long, drawn-out shots.
Look at these stars.
Yeah, pretty much. Almost there.
What's happening? It sounds like the love scene in old movies where the two main characters finally get together. Like,
this is a love theme. You did get that right.
Take me here on this asteroid.
I can't believe how long. I don't remember it being this long. I guess it was.
Title of your sex tape. It's a long intro. Hang on, what are we at right now? We're 1 minute and 50 seconds in with nothing on the screen and nothing happening but music and stars.
It's magical, man. It's magic.
I mean, they really want to draw you in. I mean, granted, there's more nothing in space than there is something in space, so...
That's why they call it space, because there's a lot of it.
Yep. It's building. I feel like we're about to see something.
I tell you, this is like, you just gotta love music in general to watch this movie because they depend a lot on it.
I mean, it's a beautiful score, so I'm not upset about
Jerry
it.
Goldsmith. I like Jerry Goldsmith's stuff.
Jerry.
This film takes place 4 years after Star Trek Turnabout Intruder, which is the last episode, came out in 1969. But in reality, it's actually 10 years after that episode was made when this came out.
69.
69, dude!
Here we go.
Oh, wow. Oh, now we're just now getting to the intro.
It was like the overture or something. I think they did that in the special edition that came out in on the video cassette. I had it. I had all the video cassettes. And if you put all the video cassettes together, it made the Enterprise.
Star Trek. Now, that's obviously new graphics.
Yes, it is. That was not the original one was all white font. This is new font, for sure.
George Takei.
Walter Koenig.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. And here we go. Ooh, that's a water... What's that? It's like a water pipe. It's something it's called. Spaceships.
Klingons. This is the first time we hear the theme to the Klingons.
Klingons is also what happens when your dog poops and has a dingleberry. Obviously a new shot.
No, this is not a new shot.
Really?
No, this is...
That was a nice camera move.
They've cleaned it up, but yeah, that was directly... They've cleaned up a lot of this, because you'd see like a black line around this when they keyed it out back in the day. They cleaned that up a lot, though. This looks a whole lot nicer.
Ooh.
Ka-ka! Cha-ka! Cool-ka!
What was that?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Cha-ka! Ha-ha!
They got a lot of male pattern baldness in Klingons.
Poor guys. They just need some Rogaine.
Yeah, right? We can fix you up in the Earth. Come on down. We can't see.
Ready?
Pew! Huh?
Yeah. Oh?
Looking at each other like, what happened?
What happened?
Evasive. Faster!
Epsilon 9. What happened to 1 through 8?
Well, this is the future. They probably had a few of them. The Enterprise, there's a bunch of Enterprises, which they explore and further in other movies. They actually talk about it later on, too.
Just
They didn't have
floating through
computers
space.
back then, so this is all practical in some aspects.
It's definitely impressive.
Like, that's a model probably behind him, and then they're shooting him.
Unknown, sir.
Every time you see a monitor, it's a separate projector projecting onto that screen, and it made so much noise that they had to redo the audio in post-production. So everything's dubbed in those scenes because it was so loud on set on the day of. Go on the warp, bitches! That's new effects. That's nice how they'd have that. Didn't work. Ah, crap.
Uh-oh.
Should probably go, huh?
Sir, it's on a precise heading for Earth.
It's on a precise heading for Earth.
It's just some guy inside the cloud playing electric guitar. This is a new shot. Totally new. This is Vulcan.
It's an establishing shot.
Yeah, but the original establishing shot was mountains, and it was painted over.
It definitely looks really good, considering.
This scene took 3 days to shoot. I don't understand why, but it did.
They probably had to train themselves on how to separate their hands like this properly.
All right, guys, let's do it together. 1 and 2.
You're
Reading his
good
mind.
now.
This is a new shot, new establishing shot. That's a new shot.
This is a great score. I love this song. It makes me feel heroic.
It's magic.
It's really nice.
Look at that background back there. Matte painting mixed in with live action.
Yeah.
The heroic entrance of Captain Kirk.
Here he is,
Captain
ladies and gentlemen.
Kirk. Captain James D. Kirk. Captain of the Enterprise.
There's some way to enter. It's like this.
Captain Decker requested I complete final science.
Eyebrows on fleek.
Look at those guys in the background wearing tunics. It's kind of short.
It's my intention to be on that ship.
This guy here, he was supposed to be the role that was Spock's role. Because Leonard Nimoy wasn't going to come back to this at all, because it was supposed to be a television show. But then when they made it into a movie, they got Leonard Nimoy back, and his part ended up being shortened to just a small role.
It's not bad, though. At least he got to be in
No,
it.
he got a little role, but he was supposed to be in an ongoing television series as a science officer, so he really got minimized.
Womp womp.
This is gorgeous.
Is all
I've
this
never
new?
seen it this pretty. Yeah, well, it's not new. This is all, but it's just so crisp.
Crispy.
And
Yeah. It looks new.
that's a matte painting in the background of Earth.
Looks really good. Did they shoot green screen back then?
They did for certain things, but it was blue screen back then. It wasn't green.
I mean, they still use blue screen, so.
They still do, but it was mostly blue back then.
Beam me up, Scotty.
There he is, Scully. Look at that projection. They projected it onto a model of that little spacecraft. That's why they look so flat inside the window.
The actors onto the spaceship.
Inside,
Oh,
when you
yeah.
see inside the window, they're projected in there.
That's pretty cool.
Myself on trial.
They gave her back to me, Scotty.
They gave her back to me, Scotty.
I seen this shit out of this movie as a kid.
You've obviously watched this before.
Get ready for the longest freaking shot of not a shot, but just longest scene of a ship and just introduction to a ship. I think it's a good 4 minutes of just going around the Enterprise and just going, wow.
Is this it? Right now?
This is it. Right now. It's like the love affair between Captain Kirk and the Enterprise. He's worked for 4 years to get back his ship because he became an admiral, and only captains captain ships. So he's like, hell yeah, this is my chance to get back on board. Fucking A. But this is a long ass just scene of them going around. And
I can't wait to be inside you.
That's basically it.
It's like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory in the magical elevator. The Wonkavator.
Yeah, it's the music, man. It's the music.
So whimsical, man. It sounds like space.
Yeah, that's how it should sound. That's how it should be. This is how Star Trek should be, and it's not today, and it's sad.
Yeah, it's all like the action and explosions and love interest. And I mean, not that old Star Trek wasn't love interest, because I know Captain Kirk was a playboy.
Yeah, when like that ship right there, they literally made plans for the ship on how everything worked as they built it. Like, there was no wasted space. They can literally tell you, the designers of the ship can tell you where everything is, where the engine goes, where this goes, where that goes. And they took the time because they wanted to be scientifically accurate to their world. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
they're like,
just
this
like
is the ship, and
protons, molecular structures.
But back then, you can literally go into the ship and kind of have a scientific explanation for it. Because they actually just talked with NASA scientists and engineers.
Collaboration to make this project happen. Pretty cool.
Right.
Long scene.
But as a kid watching this is like, yeah!
Just like,
this is amazing!
Incredible! I love it!
I would have enjoyed watching this in the theater.
I'm digging it so far. It's pretty magical.
I believe it, though. It's like how it would be if they were going to a ship. It would probably take a little bit of time to get there. It wouldn't just be like, psh, we're here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of precision in space, and you're fighting with no gravity, so you have to balance and counterbalance every movement so you don't, because like a pebble floating, a piece of space dust floating through space can take off a whole panel or something, you know?
Almost there.
We were almost there. Up, back it in, baby. This reminds me of like Apollo 13 when they're linking up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Scott.
You're welcome.
Thanks for docking me, bro. Don't Google that.
Welcome aboard, Admiral.
Thank you.
Permission to come aboard my ship.
Sir, if you'll follow me, I'll show you. I think I can find my way in.
All right.
Rude.
I'll just go jerk myself off in the corner then. All right. That girl that was just yelling, that's Mako's cousin from Conan the Barbarian, the Wizard.
Ah.
I would summon a demon more ferocious than all in hell.
Wow, you can definitely see that guy's moose knuckle there in his pants. Lovely.
Captain, I appreciate the welcome.
The way that...
I wish the circumstances were less critical.
He's here.
Captain.
Hello. Do you know how they did the doors? Like, opened them and closed them, so was there
It was
just...
people on the other side of him pulling them open and pushing them closed. That was it. There's really not a lot of thought into that.
Well, I mean, it was, like, synced perfectly. Like,
Yeah, it
was
works. I
even
mean, they
close.
timed it.
Looks like one of those star projectors you can get on Amazon. Project stars on your ceiling.
Probably took like 1,000 man-hours to make that, and now that it's just something you can buy online.
Yeah. How are we gonna do this? I know, order it on Amazon.
If only.
If only.
Sometimes I don't know if it's new effects or if it's just so freaking clear that it's just different to me because of that.
I mean, my first time seeing, so I definitely don't have a say in it.
I know. I mean, I have to go back and like look at the scene side by side to actually know for sure.
Pep talk. I'm really too busy. I'm taking over the set of Cedarville.
What? No. I was going to be captain finally. Until he's mad. He's clenching his jaw. Just wants to bite his head off.
What? You are taking over this ship? He's just so matter of fact about it. He's like, yeah, I am. I'm better than
5
you.
years out there.
Duh.
dealing with unknown-
Come on. Don't you know?
Captain Kirk.
I'm just gonna say it to your face. I'm way better than you.
This is an almost totally new enterprise. You don't know her a tenth as well as I do.
Almost totally new enterprise.
On the inside, he doesn't know all the doodads.
Ooh, he stepped closer. Intimidating. I like
I'm
it.
sorry, Will. I'm an admiral, so I can do what I want.
It looks like you found a way. Report to the bridge, Commander. Immediately.
Decker was the son of Commodore Matthew Decker from Star Trek The Doomsday Machine, which is an episode from the old show. That's cool that they have, like, continuity in this.
Tie it all together. So I guess if I was going to start anywhere in the Star Trek franchise, this is the best one to start on because it's the first one.
You can always go back and, like, check out the stories of Star Trek in the old shows. And they actually redid a lot of the effects for that as well. But yeah, this is probably a good place to start because from here on out, it kind of goes in pretty good order. You're laughing at these people's demise.
Okay, I think I missed what happened here. What just happened there? She had to look away. Something serious happened. Did they just watch people die?
Yep.
And the time it took you to ask that question, they have already perished. So they arrived as a puddle of goo.
It was that guy that was talking to Captain Kirk at the beginning. They killed him off.
Yeah, you can definitely see these guys moose knuckles in these suits. Little outlines of their
We'll have to point them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're pretty tight, and that's why they ended up going with different suits after this movie because they were just so revealing. Mostly because these people are like in their middle-aged, 50s, you know, 40, 45, 50 years old, so they're spreading out a little bit. I guess
Gravity.
William Shatner had to starve himself to fit into this suit to look okay in it.
so it didn't look like a sausage casing.
Yeah.
External view.
We are under attack. Uh-oh.
Captain Kirk's like, I don't want to see them. What's going on outside?
All right. Enough death for today. Show me the other TV.
Guy's like, good, come on, faster.
Run, Forrest, run!
And it's gone. I like to know what camera they're using to see that.
That's for us to know.
We just watched a shitload of people die. We're going to go towards that?
Let's go check it out.
Personnel reports the navigator.
That thing in her ear, the communication device, is the only thing from the original series that made it into the movie.
Oh, good. It's working now. Nice.
Thanks. It's Bones. Dr. McCoy.
This was your idea, wasn't it? Bones is a thing out.
Why is any object we don't understand always called
It's a pretty
the same?
sick beard, though.
It's thick.
Thick. Shatner had already done this series before this movie, right?
Yeah, he did the
Okay.
series in 67 through 69. So did he. So did the whole original cast came back.
Mission to come aboard.
Of course, permission's granted. He got beamed in.
He didn't want to come in the first place.
MD now.
Gotta go, guys. Get the hell out of the way.
All these random dudes floating through space, what are they doing?
They don't really talk about what they do. They just float around. They're just cool to look at. There's no rhyme and reason to it.
Ready, sir?
Orbital departure on plots.
Hello.
Maneuvering thrusters, Mr. Siller.
You see how they do this, where they keep both of them in focus?
Yes. Do you know how they do that?
Well, it's just two separate shots that they
Compose
use the
together.
same camera on, and then they, yeah. I don't like how they do that. Just rack focus if it's important.
Yeah, it's off-putting. I think a rack focus would be more intriguing, especially for line delivery too.
Take us out.
Where are we going?
Can we do a drive-through with this thing? Fly through?
Yeah, flip. Whoops. It's cut off.
I know, right? Is that a new flare?
I think the flare's a little on the new side. Yeah, that art's just really crisp and clean. Faster.
Hello. Every time I say it.
Departure angle.
This must have been a very boring movie to film in this, because they're just looking at a blank screen. They're not looking at anything.
We're ahead.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of reaction shots. All right, stare over here and pretend like something interesting's happening. Jupiter. Wow, they traveled to Jupiter fast, so that's going way faster than the speed of light.
I think they were going like half, like impulse. That's like half the speed of light or something.
Well, then they traveled way too fast.
Programming ready? Program set for standard warp entry, Captain.
He's like,
recommend further simulation studies.
reminds me of like Dr. Evil's chair when he's swiveling.
You push.
I love those little key lights that they pop on their faces. It's good light. Okay, what's on their chest?
They don't really specify. It's just
Yeah,
what
it's
the engineering
I
people wear.
like their collars. It's
different.
it's nice.
Lep drive, Mr. Scott.
Accelerating to warp 1, sir.
Hello.
Screensaver 1, activate.
The Windows logo. It's here.
Whoa. We're in a holy worm.
Up.
To me, this is on the cheesy side. They're trying to go in slow motion sometimes, like forcing the slow motion.
We're all streaky. My voice is modulated. It's a little cheesy, but it's fun. I mean, for back in the day, you're probably like, whoa, what's happening? Hello. Time to impact. So far, Captain Kirk hasn't done a good job piloting this ship. She seems more bouncy than anyone else. How did they do those light trails? Is that a new effect or old effect?
That's an old effect. This was part of the original movie. That was new. When it exploded the first time, they did like a weird thing where she was bouncing up and down like this, and it was like slowly ramping down, and the woman that was doing this, she still kept doing it. They just cut it completely out. I'm like, oh, that was a good move. I'm glad they did that.
There are casualties. My wits.
My wits.
He lost the beard. That's sad.
It was the engine imbalance that created the wormhole in the first place.
He passed away in like 2000, I think, or 2005. Scotty did.
That's sad.
His ashes were shot in space.
Kind of cool.
I want to shoot my entire body up there just in case like a alien comes by and they're like, let's resuscitate this guy. Let's see what his story's all about.
Yeah.
Which is a Star Trek episode.
So you're saying you want to be your own Star Trek episode?
Heck yeah.
When they went into antimatter imbalance, the phasers were automatically cut off.
I do know this ship better than you, bitch.
Listen to me.
I'm glad they have the little tunics covering their package now.
Their junk.
Yeah,
Yes. Probably
so I
thought
don't have
about
to
that
stare at
halfway
it.
through.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know. Everyone's getting a little chubby here.
That plus your unfamiliarity with the ship's redesign, in my opinion, sir, seriously jeopardizes this mission.
This guy ended up
Damn,
on,
he's laying into him.
This guy ended up on Seventh Heaven. You ever seen that show?
It was probably on at my grandma's house at one point when I was younger, and that's about it.
I've never watched it, but he played the father. And then the mother of Seventh Heaven, she's in Star Trek 4. So.
Eighth Heaven.
You may be right.
Seventh Heaven.
Was it difficult?
Hey, Baldy. Sup? What you doing?
We like each other.
Do you think that's a skin cap or she's actually bald? It looks like a.
She's
it looks like
bald.
Oh, really?
If I had
Yep.
seen you.
She cried when she first shaved her head. She actually got Gene Roddenberry to give her insurance on her hair just in case it never was to grow back. It did. So
Hi, yes, I'd like to sign up for hair insurance, please. Could you give me a quote for that?
she was supposed to be an ongoing character in the television series, but that didn't happen. Here comes the Great One. That's what they called him.
The Great One?
It has a Great One priority on the ship. That's what Chekhov said. The engines are matte paintings. Spock.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
Granted, sir. Granted. Why, it's Spock.
There's someone on the bridge. Someone.
Hell yeah. Now the crew's all together again. Why would they have that guy in the background in focus?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, super awkward, and he has really weird hair too. Like the male pattern
There's no
baldness.
reason
I
for
feel
it.
like technology could help him out with that at this point.
He's probably like the producer's grandkid or something. He's like, put him in there. Oh, he's blurred in the background. Make it on blurry.
in the movie, please. I want to stand in the tight spacesuit. It is my dream. He's just chilling. He's just leaning.
It's like, sup, yo.
It's definitely off-putting.
There he is, just in the background chilling still. I don't understand it.
Why isn't he in focus now?
Right?
He should be in focus again, the middle shot.
Just over their shoulders.
Yeah,
all
just
the time.
random.
Why is he there?
Who is this guy?
Mr. Spock's timely arrival and assistance.
Fiber optics.
Point 8.
Hello.
Yeah, baby!
Flooring it. They've gone straight to plaid.
Yeah. Fist pump. Let's do it again. Yeah, wink. All right.
Yeah.
The captain winked at me.
Oh, I'm not gonna wash my eyes ever again.
Hello.
Say it with your chest, man.
Reporting as
Hello.
Please.
I don't want to.
Spock, you haven't changed a bit. Warm and sociable as ever.
No, have you, Doctor?
Lift that eyebrow.
It took 2 hours to get his eyebrows right. Every day. They did it one hair at a time.
Is that true?
Correct.
It's true.
Super.
It's a hell of a belt buckle he's got there.
And it's not on the outside, it's built into the shirt, so it effectively has no purpose.
Maybe it holds things. Maybe it's like a little purse.
It's a future fanny pack.
Yeah, it holds his chapstick and, you know,
Lips get super jabbed in space.
his ship keys. He has to have keys for this
Phone,
thing, right?
wallet, keys.
Spectacles, testicles.
Wallet and watch.
Flag on view. Max.
That electric guitar's outside, sir. What do we do?
We are being scanned.
Do not return scan.
Hold my finger.
Pull my finger, Spock. You'll be surprised.
There's no response to friendship messages, sir.
No response to friendship messages.
They just send them
Hey,
like
buddy.
episodes of Barney.
Yeah. I love you.
Jinx, buy me a Coke.
I suspect there's an object at the heart of that cloud.
No shit.
We've been saying that since before you got on the ship. Good job, buddy. Easy there, Copernicus. Hello.
Systems overloading contact.
The Wilhelm screen, did you hear it?
Hello.
I will help you. Be funny if like I'll help you, and then she like pulls her pants down. She's about to urinate on her. Like, no, stop it!
Not
Just
like
let them
that.
do what they were gonna
Not
do.
like that.
Well, I guess I'll go back to where I
Yeah.
do nothing. you
Yeah.
know, I mean,
Thanks.
How often?
Thanks for me. Oh, yeah, just spray it with antibacterial. That helps.
I
Some
think the
hand
people in
sanitizer.
the medical crew would probably be just bored. What do they do unless someone gets hurt?
I know, right? They just chill, scroll on their phones or something.
And rate of speed.
That fucking weird hair guy is always in the background of the scenes going,
It's crazy.
Spock.
Spock, please, tell me what's going on.
Here it comes.
Hello.
Spock.
Spock. Hey. Hey, buddy.
You know why he did that? Why he always paused
No.
in the older shows? But they didn't have dialogue back then in some of the scenes that he was in, so he had to just kind of make it up as he went. I guess he wasn't too good at making up lines on the spot. Just some of the shots are just, they hold on to it so long.
We can't withstand another attack. That thing is
20 hours away from us. We know nothing about it.
That
We don't know what it is.
thing. Doing something.
How do you define unwarranted?
He is the definitive Captain Kirk to me. Chris Pine is great, but William Shatner is where it's at.
He's the shat.
He's a Shatman man. Skilly beep beep and bump.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Shatman. 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 He's so happy. Like, hell yeah, we're going into danger.
We're gonna challenge this. I don't care how dangerous it is. Fuck all the people on this ship. It's mine.
I'm the captain
I've already
of this.
seen like 100 people die today. 1,000 on that one ship, so
This
fuck
is
it.
where I'm meant to be, man.
I'm supposed to kill people in space. It's my job. That's why I wanted the
We're
ship back.
on Screensaver 3.